Hello everyone, I'm Rafael from Notebooks Project, and today I'm going to present a Java challenge about generics. So as you know, generics is very handy to create generic components, and it helps you a lot to think of a good solution for your code. So I'll share my screen and let's see what's this one. Can you see my screen? Okay, so I'm gonna just give you a brief of this challenge, and then I'm gonna give you some time to think about the answer. So basically here we have two methods, invocation, and we are passing two types of passing here an array list and a string. And in the second invocation, we are passing a string and a double. And here we are simply showing the results. So those are the methods with the generic types. So I'll just give you some time and then you can come up with the answer. Okay then, so today Padu gave his answer, and it's 2, Homer, and 4. So let's see if Padu is right. Run. Yes, Padu, you're right. Okay. So after some time that um, you don't get it right, so congratulations. Okay, so let's see why the result is 2, Homer, and 4. So here we are invoking a generic method, and we are just passing an array list and then a string. Um, and one thing that's curious here is that um, if even if we don't pass the type here explicitly, the JVM will guess that because we are passing here a string for this type. So the string type will be the same here for the list. So for example, if we change this type for integer, then we would have to change here and here. But if we change that, the same type would be integer. So I'll show you. Here, the t, yeah, it's an integer. So yeah, it's fine. The type here, the type will be integer. The dominant type will be integer. And in the next method, we are, it's quite similar from the other one. So we are basically passing a string to the t type, and t will become string. And r would be double. And here you can see that we are declaring the generic type extending t. So the R type would, at first it would be double, but as we are passing those two types out together, the JVM is intelligent enough to figure out that double is not compatible with string. So it's impossible to make, for example, double extends string. So that's impossible. And then what the JVM have to do here is to be more intelligent and make a smart conversion. So the T type becomes object, and the R becomes an object as well. So that's the only way to make that work. So, but if we pass here a string, the JVM wouldn't make the conversion to an object. So yeah, let's see here, debugging. So we have here a list of object, and we are adding a string and a double. So that's fine because both object extends the object class, so it's fine. So that works perfectly. And yeah, it's the happy path. So I didn't put any exception, anything. So it will basically print everything normally. Yeah, so I'll just give you a brief of some things that are not so common to use. So this syntax is very strange, but it's something that is possible to use when you return a generic type. So it's possible to force the type here. So if I want to return a string, I have to pass a string here. So it's just an enforcement. So if I remove that, doesn't matter. So then I can put whatever I want. But if I want to force it with generics, I can use that. Because in this method, we are using the generic type here. So we are declaring the generic type inside the method and not in the class. We could declare another type here. Another thing that's important to emphasize is that generic types, you can put whatever name you want. Type X, then you can put type Y, type Z. You can do whatever you want. And the interesting thing is that you can do that not only in the class, but in methods as well. So it brings you a large, you can create a very flexible code with these concepts. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And you can see that in the JDK code, you can see generics everywhere. So it's pretty common on the JDK code. Not so cold in your day-to-day work, in your day-to-day code, but when you need to build a generic component, it's very, very useful. So it's important to understand this concept of generics so that you can build amazing code, very reusable code. And that's it for today. Do you have any questions?
So this is in which version of JDK?
Java 8. Java 8 for the streams, but the generics was launched in Java 5.
Okay. Okay.
Generic concepts, yeah. And that's pretty much it for today. Hope you enjoyed, and just stop sharing my screen. So yeah, if you like this challenge, you can solve more challenge. You can go to nobugproject.com, and then there's a session there called Java Dev Gym, and then you can take the challenge. They are ranked. So if you respond to the challenge and if you answer that right, you can be in the first place. And yeah, that's it. If you like the video, give a like. So, and yeah, see you in the next one.